You can be anointed by God and still destroy your life. In the book of Judges, we read about a man named Samson who was blessed by God with an enormous amount of strength. But Samson's story isn't about strength. It's about stewardship. From birth, Samson was gifted with enormous abilities. We know from the stories that he had an enormous amount of strength. He was vowed to be a Nazarite, which just means being consecrated or separated for God, even before birth. And as he grew up, he basically neglected every single aspect of his vow. He sought to please himself rather than please God with the abilities that God had given him. He lived however he wanted. He ate whatever he wanted. He took whatever woman he wanted, which ultimately led him to his downfall. The story of Samson has a harsh lesson for all of us. But if we listen and we apply the lesson to our lives, we don't have to end up like Samson. God can gift us with amazing talents and abilities that we can use for His glory. But if we start using those abilities, the things that God has given us to bring Himself glory for ourselves, we start slipping into dangerous territory. We can squander our talents and abilities just as Samson did. We can drink from wells that will only leave us thirsting for more. Our selfishness, even though we're Christians, can lead us to living a life like we're atheists. We talk about God, we appear like we're serving Him, but in our daily lives, we're living as if He doesn't exist. We're out living our lives as we want to, and not as what God has called us to do. We live our lives like there is no God. If only Samson would have asked God what the purpose of his life was. If only he would have sought God for wisdom and guidance. So ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? Am I serving God? Or am I serving myself?